Hello everybody. In this short video I would like to share with you probably one of my favorite tools when it comes to editing photos. And the tool is called Fade. Now the way it works is it allows you to control the opacity of the last action that you did. For example, if you use the brush tool to paint something, you can fade it a little bit if you brushed it too much. Whether if you used, let's say, a dodge tool or a burn tool and you went a bit overboard, then you can always fade it out. And the reason why I like this tool is because I like to keep my left hand stationary, and I don't want to jump between, let's say, when I'm using a brush tool, if I want to control a flow or opacity, I don't want to consistently jump between those. So instead I do a bit more than I would, and then I just use a fade tool because it's right up. The keyboard shortcut is right under my hand. So for example, let's go a bit overboard and I'll use a brush tool to brighten this area. I'll brighten it quite significantly, just like this. Now obviously I went too much, so if I hold down Control and Shift and press F, this opens the fade menu, and what I can do now is I can control the opacity of the last action I taken, which was painting on her cheek. And you can see I can choose how much to reveal of what I did last time. Now obviously I can choose to preview it or not. I usually leave it on because I want to see the result. When it comes to mode, I don't really use it. You can change different modes, but I usually use a normal one because the main point of this tool for me is to control the opacity of the last action I've taken. So if I want to get rid of it, of course I can undo it, but if I have this window open, I might as well just fade it to 0. And the same goes, let's say, if I pick a dodge tool and I want to work on lips, so I can go quite overboard again. And it's mainly because if I'm not certain how I want certain part of the photo to look like, I usually go overboard and I just do a quick slide through from 0 to 100% and see if it looks good or not. Do I need a bit more or less? And for me it's just more convenient than, let's say, painting over, doesn't look right, maybe paint a bit more, because if I want to go back, then I have to erase it or undo the action and do it all over again. And here I can just always jump between the same values and compare it, and overall it's a bit more faster to me and more convenient to do it this way. And if you're not a fan of keyboard shortcuts, you can once you do something, whether it's a brush tool or a pen tool or dodge or burning, if you go to edit, and this is where you will find it, and depending on which tool you used last time, it will say fade brush tool, fade dodge tool. I can even pick, let's say, healing brush tool. I'll paint something over here, and the same applies again. You can fade it out, you can completely remove it, you can leave it at 100%, it depends on you. So I hope this gives you some useful knowledge that you can apply in your photo editing. I love this tool. I use it ever since I found it, probably 5 or 6 years ago, and I'm still using it to this day in every single photo editing. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.